Welcome back to another VR video. I have made a new plane. It is called the Touring Auto Gyro by Wreckage Rider, which is my name. Um, let's uncover it. Alright, this is supposed to be, and successfully is, a glider, self-launched glider. Obviously there is a small jet engine down below. Its control surfaces, it's obviously got full control surfaces. The rudder is just one unit. It turns on its own. We are going to start off at Wright Airport. The Wright Airport. Okay. Let's get my clipboard out. I always feel so important with this clipboard. Have you ever gone somewhere just holding a clipboard? People seem to treat you better. Okay. Welcome to my office, up high, 30,000 feet. This thing does fly very high. It will get to, I had it at about 35,000 feet during testing. The goal for this auto gyro to go as high as you want and then glide to your destination. Use the propellers at your own risk, which means the VTOL at your own risk. There are times where you should use it, and I will get into that later. You can use it, but you'll use up all of your fuel, which is true. Oh yeah, it's talking about the turning on those engines. If you want to get to where you're going, don't do that. You can take off from a long runway, which is not... let's see how we go. Take off from a long runway, and once the propellers naturally spin up, you can do anything in your auto gyro. Okay, our propellers right now are at a pretty good start. Flares are there just in case you piss somebody off. Take off, start engines, not the propellers. Use trim pitch when you take off. Use your RPM, and you'll still be building up your engine RPM even after you've left the ground, and that's part of the forces involved. Climb any way you are comfortable, and use trim. Use trim, and the craft will be easy to fly. Yeah, you just use the trim. Let it fly itself. I made it. I spent 2 days making this thing, and when you're finished up there, use trim to find your preferred glide slope and glide to your destination. Alright, so we are there. We want to go there. So that's north. We're going a little bit off north. Okay, I'm going to keep you with me. I'll give you a little bit of a tour of this while we're on the ground. Alright. Obviously, I've got the same cockpit because I'm reusing that cockpit. It's comfortable. I put the slight slip indicator outside, and that works real well. The jet engine is present. I should have put another one of these air intakes underneath just to get... That will actually make the engine work at a higher altitude and all that stuff. Got pretty thick... We got very thick blades that will spin very fast. I had to put a separator in between because the blades are so thick, and that some of those forces will actually... It's just so it stops the blades from hitting each other. Okay. We have a rudder, and we have rotators for the rudder, and we also have rotators. That's for the trim. tell me I'm cheating, but a Boeing 737 turns its whole rear wing, so the big plane, so I thought I would just be like that. We have a rear wheel. It is present, and it is just a normal wheels. I tried to make them not really, nothing much to it. Aerodynamic forces everywhere. The flares will go out the bottom, so if you somehow manage to annoy somebody, if they don't like the look of this and they start shooting at you, you can use those flares and slowly get away. I'll get to the slowly part in just a sec. Now let's make myself comfortable. Okay, we are in an enclosed cockpit because it is pressurized in my mind, and just make sure I can reach all the control surfaces, which I can. Okay, we will start the engines. The engines have started. We're going to start our takeoff roll. This is the VTOL. We don't really need to use that. That's rudder. This is just like a steering wheel, like that. And so that, and this is the trim. I can put the trim back to about here. And fireworks is for the countermeasures, and we probably won't be using that. I made sure to include a compass down there, which is helpful right now. I'm just going a little bit off north. We're going to fly over. We got some RPM, nearly 1,000. We should be able to take off now. No trim even taking off. When I was testing this, to be quite honest with you, I was using trim mainly to fly. Let me just get myself a bit more comfortable. There we go. But this seems to have no problems whatsoever with just trim. And the compass is not working. Well, that's silly. It's alright, I know where we're going anyway. That's very interesting. Tap that. Maybe I should have checked that. Oh well. Live and learn. I'll just use this map as a reference. Okay. We got little islands that we could use as our little waypoint. This is where our RPM generally sits pretty low in this thing. By the way, this is, if you are new to flying autogyros, this is the easiest thing ever to fly. I made it. It has a V tail, and it seems to be as stable as anything using the V tail. I may change our plans and show the performance of this aircraft. I think I'm not going to bore you all by doing that flight because I don't have the compass, and it's just wrong of me to do a flight from here to there without a compass, and I'll find something faster to fly anyway. So we've got all that. We don't need that. Let's see what this thing can do. Put this through the paces. So first thing I'm going to do is get the weather to sun up a little bit more. Thank you. Get away from me. Okay, I am going to perform a loop. And how do we do this? Look to the side. Now, at the top of the loop, obviously I've just lost all my speed. Our RPM is not having a single problem. I love doing these maneuvers as well as looking at the RPM because it doesn't seem to move. So I'm going to turn us into a glider. The instructor pulls the... If you've ever been in a plane, you'll know. This thing is like a little fighter jet. Except not... Well, it is a jet, and it doesn't have weapons. So... Whoa. Spun out of the sky a little bit. There is force involved when we do that, when we launch the countermeasures, but it seems that don't know why that's doing that. Maybe I should have checked a few things, but these little problems aren't the point of this. I'm going to fix it and upload the fixed version, which is like the equivalent of a designer's walk of shame. Okay, we use the rudder, show you that the slip indicator's working, and also we are going into a hover, or a near hover. Wrong one. Okay. I think I did fix a lot of this. Okay. And we can obviously take off. Yep. Took off quite nicely. Keep that right in the center. Okay, this, just imagine if you use this version, that push is like pushing air down, and pulling up is like pulling air up. It's not the same as a normal helicopter, but this is actually not a normal helicopter. First of all, it's something I made, so of course it's not going to be normal. Secondly, it's an autogyro. Oh yeah, our trim is very, very wild. Like, I put that back, and that is very, very steep. That is just so it can work at slow speeds. Let's go up to about... I'm going to do... I'm going to take us up to about as high as it will go. Probably around... I'll try to keep it around... get around 4,000 to 5,000 feet. And let's see how well we glide. The speed to climb at is better at around 160. That's a good climbing speed. I generally don't like to use this while climbing. And is it me, or is the weather going really bad? Let's see. Okay. The heck? Oh, I want to completely... Yeah, there we go. I feel like God now. I feel like one of the gods, the god of weather. Okay, I'm turning around in my chair and I'm literally looking at a snake's cage right now in real life, which is what's actually in my office. Okay. Me and my own little mind, I'm getting amused, and we're nearly at 5,000 feet, so could I... Oh, well, the other thing is, this thing is packed full of fuel. I put fuel in every nook and cranny that I possibly could to keep this jet engine going. Nice views of the mountain. We're between 5 and 6,000 feet, but now we're going to do some smooth flying. How about we try to... we probably won't be able to glide to that the other airport over there, but let's see how close we can get. We are going incredibly slow at 80. That's going to be a long video. Let's get some speed up. Sometimes when you get speed up, because you've got more speed, the nose will start to pitch up. I will go hands off just to show you that it will find its own... It will find its own... Hey, cool, it's straight. It will find its own angle of attack. And then you can modify it to how you want, because you are the boss here, not the plane, or helicopter, or planecopter, or autoplane. By the way, this thing was made to glide from a very, very high altitude. When you get down low, I guess it's got a better than nothing gliding ratio, but its gliding ratio isn't purely fantastic. But let's go just until we get close enough to the water that I'm willing to start the jet engines. We can land at the airport in front of us, and that's where I'm going to finish the video. I'm going to reduce our vertical speed, but see, if I do this and keep if I keep the trim back to full, vertical speed will get a little bit better. Our sink rate will get a little bit better, and then it'll just go bad. So let's see about half. We're going to dip our nose down a bit, but it should start dipping up once we gain speed. Alright. Could bail out of that plan. And we got a nice low RPM. Let's take some risks here. At the risk of failing on this video like I did on the last one. My heart rate is normal. Alright. Get some acceleration, or no, ascension. Side slip a bit because I like. It's a virtual reality. It doesn't register my feet. Okay, this is the best little thing I can do. You can see where my fingers are. La 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 la. Okay, you are clearly seeing my ADD come out in this video, and that's okay. I don't plan on hiding that. If you've watched this far, thank you, and like, subscribe, get some friends. I'm happy to do some more crazy stuff in these craft that I built, and let's go in for a landing. I'm gonna side slip like they. See, the thing about this, it has absolutely no rudder control when you're going slow at no speed. Slow speed, it's okay. No speed, not so okay. No jet. I'm still using the rudder because we got a slow speed. And yeah, buttery soft, and I did that wrong, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, on that note, he just rolled off the thing. On that note, I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. I can't believe so many people are watching this video, and you guys, it's nice to wake up after I've uploaded this video and see a bunch of views and another subscriber. So if this video earned your subscription, tell me down in the comments, please. Alright, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.